Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Paul Workman. I am the man of constant hatred. Welcome to Drinking Age Movies Short, a show where we take a short look back at films that were released 21 years ago and discuss their impact on pop culture and filmmaking today. Guess what? We're finally done with our look back. And just like the podcast, we're releasing videos in the same week that the movies were released. And this week, we're saying happy 21st birthday to Six String Samurai, a film that was released on September 18th, 1998.
And that, as much as anything else, led to my drinking problem.
Before we jump into the insanity that is Six String Samurai, we're going to take a look back at the other films that were released on September 18th, along with this and Rush Hour, which is the film we did on Wednesday's podcast, in this week's Too Damn Short. Based on a semi-autobiographical novel by journalist Anna Quindlen, One True Thing is a sweet Oscar bait flick that had very little impact on just about everyone. It has a strong cast including Renee Zellweger, Tom Everett Scott, William Hurt, and Meryl Streep in a performance that earned her 11th Oscar nomination. At which point, you are probably wondering what film she hasn't been nominated for. Since we did the film everyone remembers on the podcast, I was stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do I do the cult classic that few people remember, or do I do the award-nominated drama about a young career woman caring for her cancer-stricken mother that few people remember? Well, because I'm a coward, I decided to err on the side of caution, and not make jokes about cancer. You're welcome! Six String Samurai was written by the film's star Jeffery Falcon and director Lance Mungia. Equal parts Akira Kurosawa, Sergio Leone, El Mariachi, Yu Ping Yun, Quentin Tarantino, and Wizard of Oz. Because. It is a post-apocalyptic rockabilly samurai action film. The movie is set in an alternate reality where Russians took over America in 1957, and the only place for resistant Americans to run is Las Vegas, here renamed Lost Vegas. Oh. And Elvis is the king of this city. And the king has left the building, leaving an opening for a new king. Let's back up and discuss Mungia and Falcon for a moment. Lance Mungia was a student in Loyola Marymount University's film program. Interestingly enough, the same film program where James Bond producer Barbara Broccoli and writer-director Brian Helgeland are alumni. He directed a short film by the name of A Garden in Rio while attending the college that hit a few major festivals in 1997. Stick a pin in that, we'll get back to it. Jeffery Falcon, on the other hand, was an American wushu grand champion who spent years acting in action films over in Hong Kong. The two met at the American Film Market in Santa Monica and hit it off. The two wanted to do a samurai film together, but didn't want something conventional. In an interview with Tapehead.com, old internet is weird. Just go with it. Mungia stated that 1:03 a.m. at a coffee shop, Falcon inquired about his ability to see out of a pair of Buddy Holly framed glasses. When Falcon put them on, he bore a slight resemblance to the late singer, and a Buddy Holly-themed samurai film was born. Jeff would spend the majority of 1994 to 1996 moving around Asia trying to sell the idea of a film that was, at the time, being called The Blade. When this failed, they decided to go back into business for themselves. The two men would pick up DP Kristen Bernier from a cold call and acquired the music from the band The Red Elvises from a chance encounter on a pier where they were playing their second gig ever, and head out to shoot The Blade in the deserts of Death Valley. Without a script. Since they had no money to produce this turkey, they made a deal with Panavision to shoot on a non-sync camera and received 25,000 feet of expired film from a Fujifilm employee who was about to throw it out. And since the plot revolves around a young boy following a samurai through a wasteland after the samurai saved his life, they had to shape their shooting around the child's schedule, which meant they spent 3 months only shooting on weekends, because the young boy had school.
Cross that line, kid? Cut your little teddy bear in half.
That is when Sundance came knocking. Mungia's short film, A Garden in Rio, told you it would come back, was picked up for the festival, leaving Mungia and Falcon the option to keep shooting or head to Utah. Okay, this wasn't really a dilemma. There were big-time producers in Utah, and they had already shot enough film to create a trailer to take with them. Despite much interest in the project, producers weren't willing to cough up any money, asking instead to see a finished project before investing, which is kind of what Sundance is all about anyway, right? When they returned to LA, the two men would sign with the William Morris Talent Agency. William Morris shopped the idea around and got a bite from an up-and-coming studio, HSX Films. HSX was a production company that was started from an online game where players got virtual stock in film with Hollywood dollars. I'm doing air quotes. The website still exists to this day. Mungia and Falcon were given roughly $2 million to finish their project, and shot what they had left in 29 days. Getting a legitimate producer on the project meant they also became a little more high profile. You see, elsewhere in Hollywood, another movie was being shot. New Line Cinema's Blade. The writers got a cease and desist letter from Marvel and New Line saying they needed to change their title. Not to worry though, HSX held an open call on their website for this new title, and at player suggestion, Six String Samurai was picked out of 4,000 submissions. The film would premiere at the Slamdance Film Festival in January 1998, where it would win audience awards for Best Editing and Cinematography. It would hit a few more festivals before it hit screens in September. Along the way, it was seen by Island Records founder Chris Blackwell, who wanted this to be the flagship film for his new movie production venture, Palm Pictures. The film opens to a disastrous $36,000 weekend. Not million, thousand. And would only grab $124,000 over its entire run. What is the impact, you ask? Deadpool creator Rob Liefeld did a single-issue comic that was a continuation of the story. The video game, Fallout New Vegas, has an achievement called New Vegas Samurai with a graphic based on the poster for this film. This was one of HSX's only 3 productions before changing their name to Ignite Entertainment during 1998, and they would produce films such as 1999's But I'm a Cheerleader and 2003's Confidence starring Rachel Weisz and Dustin Hoffman. They seem to have gone defunct. Currently, the last film they produced was 2009's Shrink, starring Kevin Spacey. Palm Pictures would continue to acquire rights to films, but they would put more of an emphasis on DVD releases, including a series of collected works of music video directors entitled Director's Label. In the wake of this massive flop, Jeffery Falcon quit acting. An email from Mungia in 2000 said Falcon moved back to China with his wife to study wushu martial arts with Buddhist monks, and a French magazine cited him working in the Los Angeles airport in 2005. Lance Mungia wouldn't direct another film until 2005, when he would helm The Crow, Wicked Prayer, with Edward Furlong, David Boreanaz, and Tara Reid. He would direct 2 documentaries, including Third Eye Spies, released in February of this year. I highly suggest you look this one up on IMDb. So that was Six String Samurai. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you watch it for free on YouTube like I did? Because if you didn't, I'll leave a link down below, and you can go watch it because this film is incredible. And then, when you watch it, you can leave a comment down below and let me know what you thought. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that little bell icon. I never remember where it is, so you can get some notifications. And notifications? You can follow us on Facebook at Drinking Age Movies. You can follow me, the Man of Constant Hatred, at Father of the Fear on Twitter and Instagram. You can give to our Patreon at patreon.com/drinkingagemovies. You can listen to our podcast on Podbean, Stitcher, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. That's one of those things. My name is Paul Workman. I am the Man of Constant Hatred, and you have yourself a damn fine day. Have been the Man of Constant Hatred, or some bullshit like that, and you have yourself a damn fine day.